chat has fully pulled me into the drama. And as we know, we love the drama. We love spilling the tea here. So I guess the video that I was planning on watching and starting the stream with got a little bit drama filled. Why is my screen? I had to restart my computer, and every time I restart my computer, something in OBS messes up. And I guess that's this one today. Now, I guess there's drama. Twitter's flaming Actman around this video, which is Black Ops 7 is creatively bankrupt, but the like to dislike ratio on this thing is really, really good. So I don't know. Let's just judge it for ourselves, see what they have to say, shall we?
Fear makes you easier to control.
Well, they re-edited the trailer.
It's time to wake up. It's time to wake up.
Oh, starting out with a skit.
Wake up. It's time to 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 wake up.
Do I have to talk about Black Ops 7, Mommy? I can't go to school today. I'm sick.
I don't get you. Don't get you no more.
So Black Ops 7 just had its big reveal trailer and a 17-minute direct video going deep into the weeds.
Again, I'll just say it. I think it's so stupid for them to release the 17-minute direct video immediately after the reveal trailer when they had a Call of Duty podcast planned for the next day during Gamescom. It was beyond dumb.
Of what this game is all about. And from what I've seen,
Icebergs, what's
Black
up,
Ops 6 is the equivalent of finally coming up with the perfect comeback 8 years after some kid on the playground hit you with
this is actually...
I know you are, but what am I? It is proof beyond a reasonable doubt to me that Call of Duty is creatively bankrupt.
I think that's wrong, but I think the reality of it is this game should have came out a long time ago. This game should have been what Black Ops 4's campaign should have been. Like that's what should have been here.
Maybe it has been for a long time. Maybe we've just been in denial. Perhaps some part of me just wanted to be positive at times.
You're stupid.
The well of ideas is completely dried up. And we are witnessing one of the most creatively confused and unfocused games I've ever seen.
Potentially.
What's up, everybody? This is the Act Man here, and today it's time for our annual Cock and Ball Torture Hour, aka the reveal of a new Call of Duty.
Please don't make me do this.
Tough shit.
I have never been more excited to talk about a video game than I am right now with Black Ops 7. Look at that. It's Dead Ops Arcade. Remember that? Oh my god, I can pre-order now and get the Reznov Challenge Pack?
Get the Reznov Challenge Pack.
They have to do something different with pre-orders. Like having this like this screen be the same for every single Call of Duty that's come out in the past 5 years. It's getting to be a little much.
It's just wait, this isn't even for Black Ops 7.
That is true.
Remember Reznov?
The pain is difficult, isn't it?
You guys remember him? Look, he's a Force Ghost now for some reason. Isn't that neat? Remember Harper? Now he's in a robot suit based on a scrapped hero design.
Harper's in the game. I'll give them that one at
From
least.
Concord. Isn't that neat?
I want to die.
Now, I am going to reserve ultimate judgment until I'm able to play the game myself. But if what I continue to see is like so uninteresting that I don't even want to play it, it's like a Vanguard situation, I don't know what's going to happen. So
I don't think it's going to be a Vanguard situation, just to be clear. I really don't think it's going to be a Vanguard situation.
Every critique in this video with a little grain of salt. Nothing is definitive or determined, and we'll see how this plays out. But right now, folks, I got a bad feeling about this.
Boy, you always got a bad feeling about something.
What happens when a franchise continues way longer than it ever should have? Well, eventually you hit a creative wall. It's a wall you can run on, but it doesn't...
I think there's a reason why a series shouldn't go past a trilogy, right? Like, try to name a series that is good outside of a trilogy. Like Harry Potter comes to mind. Okay, they kind of did it. They definitely did it. Lord of the Rings, 3 movies. They go and do a Hobbit one. It's garbage. Like Modern Warfare 1, 2, 3, nailed it. They would have nailed the new Modern Warfare 1, 2, and 3, at least narratively, if they didn't jump the gun on 3. But it's as soon as it goes outside of that, I mean, Marvel did their own kind of thing. Star Wars, I think you could argue, should have stuck with the original trilogy. See where I'm going with this?
Really take you anywhere. Just kind of provides this illusion that you are moving somewhere. For Call of Duty.
Also, Black Ops 3 was amazing. If he's saying Black Ops 3 was bad, I will fight you, Ackman.
Like there's an invisible barrier preventing this series from doing anything truly revolutionary or innovative with the IP. And it's also incapable of achieving its former glory. So we're left in this kind of limbo
He's not wrong
state
there, though. That's
where
what he said.
you can't even really tell what sort of theme or identity the game is supposed to have. I think the series has...
And that you're 100% right. You're 100% right. That is exactly why people are saying Call of Duty is becoming the Fast and Furious series, because Fast and Furious is a series that should have stopped a long time ago. You're 100% right.
Done everything it was ever going to be capable of. There are no other magic tricks to show us, except maybe the new fucking Teletubby skin. I'm sure that one's coming in, right? I have to do a separate video on the art style alone, man. Actually, post a comment. Let me know what you think the worst Call of Duty skins or bundles are. I might do a compilation video.
That would be a good
video. When a
video.
series goes on for way too long, eventually the studios have to appeal to the lowest common denominator. Nostalgia bait. Remember when this series was fun and cool and you liked it? And now all the new games we're making suck ass and have no real consistency? Well, guess what? If you shut your fucking mouth right now and pre-order Black Ops 7, you'll get the challenge pack. So today we're going to be looking at this trailer, the Black Ops 7 Direct, and just by the way, they're absolutely botting views on this. Have you seen these stats? You expect me to believe this has 31.5 million views in 2 days, but can only muster...
So they're buying views. They're not botting views. They're buying advertisement views. So whether that's putting it on a website or anything like this, they've been doing this at least since last year. Also, should probably... Why the hell is my OBS doing that? Never restart your computer. That is the lesson that I'm learning today.
We're up 45,000 likes, 34,000 comments. This is not a ratio where people are interacting with this like they do on normal videos. They're botting the fuck out of this. So, you know, that's kind of a worrying sign where there's already some sort of manipulation of interest.
Advertisement.
Like, look at this. You expect me to believe 31 million people clicked on this video, but not even 1% of this audience translated to this
Well, that's why it was also just shitty marketing.
video? Something ain't right, Dutch. It just ain't adding up. The big question for today, is there anything that actually looks slightly good about Black Ops 7?
See, I think there is.
Why does this game feel like it's doing free advertising for Battlefield 6? Let's find out. Real quick though, I don't want to throw shade at any of the devs that appeared in this direct. We're here to criticize the product that's being shown. You know the rules, just don't be a dick to people. Okay, one thing I will say is these maps, I guess I kind of like the Mario Kart 8 aesthetic. It looks super chaotic. I don't know if this is multiplayer, but
No, this is campaign. It's inside of David Mason's head.
See maps like this going one of two ways. Either they're ridiculously fun or they're the worst shit they've ever come up with. There's like no middle ground with if this is their multiplayer
I mean,
design.
maybe they do a multiplayer map like that.
Streets shall once again run red with your blood.
Okay, so Raul Menendez is back, or at least a hologram of him. Now, here's a question. Why?
But why? Why would you do that?
Let's do this.
I mean, the actor...
The time difference is crazy.
You're on deployment. The time difference is crazy. I appreciate the bits, dude. What time is it for you right now?
Played him, Camar de Loreo. He's in the next dimension. Why bring back Menendez? I feel like it's both an insult to the character itself and the guy who...
It depends how they use it, right? I'm pretty sure they're going to use it as a way of baiting David Mason into Avalon, or out of retirement specifically. And I think that's okay if they use it like that. If it carries through the entire campaign, it's going to be a little much.
Played him because for all intents and purposes, like his arc was complete. What does he have to do? Just come back and be a fucking terrorist again?
He's AI.
Real original.
He's literally going to be AI.
Secret to you?
Of course not.
I put money
How do you
on
think
it.
we sell skins? Now, I will say, I thought it was cool that Even though Black Ops 4 didn't have a campaign, they still were like, you know what? Here, play as all these fan favorite characters in Blackout. And it was like a separate thing that didn't feel intrusive, didn't really feel forced. This does. This feels like we can't come up with a compelling villain on our own, so what's in the recycle bin? Oh, it's Menendez. Menendez?
Kind of, yeah.
Wait. I thought I spared your life, ending the perpetual cycle of violence and revenge that was the entire point of Black Ops 2's story, and the character arc that I, David Mason, overcame. I thought you were arrested and charged with war crimes. I didn't commit those crimes. The way this franchise has been handled.
So for a while, we have known that the canon ending is Cortes Dia, right? So that part he's wrong about.
Over the last 5 years.
Makes me want to commit a few war crimes of my own.
Menendez is a terrorist.
I see they're still writing A+ dialogue. Menendez, are you a terrorist? No. You look like one.
He refuses to let me go.
That's what you call ironic.
You know, it seems like Call of Duty refuses to let the Black Ops story go.
That's
I agree.
true.
You're going to Nicaragua. Yeah. Wow. That looks like Call of Duty.
This isn't real.
Okay, that's hilarious. I didn't notice that line.
Shit.
Killing the man is a hell of a lot easier than killing the idea.
What? What the fuck is happening, man? So they just killed wait, Menendez survived. He escaped prison, and Woods is dead? They killed him off screen in a trailer.
So, okay, so here's the problem with the Act Man in this video. He doesn't know the storyline of the game. First of all, Raul Menendez is dead. Second of all, Frank Woods would be like 100 and something at this point. And I'm pretty sure David Mason is just visiting his grave because he's kind of Uncle Frank. But he's taking this a little too literally.
Wow. I get the...
But if you look at it from another perspective, this would mean that the general person watching this trailer would not understand it at all either. That's a big problem.
This is a trailer, but like, why reveal a character's death in a fucking trailer? Why, like, what? You just spoiled the game for me.
No, because it's setting the time period.
What? Well, I guess that's all they gotta show us for this.
Reznov challenge pack when you pre-order
Oh, fuck
now.
you! What am I looking at? Look at this shit. Karmer's back, Harper's back. Remember Ted?
No.
Reaper, the Black... Look at all this shit, man. Oh. Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised why it looks like it has over 278,000 dislikes. That is one heck of a ratio. But, you know, maybe this Call of Duty Direct, maybe they'll recover it from there.
This is a story we've been building for years.
Is it?
And Black Ops 7 gives us the opportunity to take valuable player feedback and infuse it directly into our development to make this the best Black Ops.
Them saying that is basically saying, oh, we heard your complaints of Black Ops 6 and we won't be that bad this time.
Too old for this shit.
They literally say the same shit every year. This is the best Call of Duty ever. It's the best Black Ops experience. I mean, we're doing so much. It's just perfect. And I kind of miss that just like brutal honesty of old Vidocs and documentaries. Infuse player feedback into the development. What does that mean? We're gonna listen to the players and kind of make a game that we think they'd like? Is it like, that's new and revolutionary now? Guys, this year, we're actually gonna listen to what players say about the game. Okay, it's not looking
We're not
good so
kidding
far.
this time.
Now that we're starting off with these like generic shill corporate talking points that don't sound like they're being delivered by a real human being who's being interviewed about a game he's really passionate about working on. Like, I think what you'll notice about these types of videos is that the people that are talking about the game all sound like they're reading off a teleprompter.
Because they probably
it gives
are.
this really like unnatural corporate soulless vibe to it.
You'll be able to squad up with friends or play solo in a fresh and innovative co-op campaign.
Okay, co-op campaign. I like that idea. I'll give you a little bit of props there.
From the start, our goal was to tell a story that could stand on its own while also honoring the legacy of the series.
What?
That doesn't make any fucking sense!
Clearly, you're not honoring the legacy of the guy who played Raul Menendez because you just revived his character for no reason. This is a story that literally...
And again, that's the part where I think they're essentially doing exactly... What's actually interesting about the story, from what I understand as of right now, is Activision is doing the exact same thing the evil corporation, the Guild, is doing in the game, where I'm pretty sure the Guild has created an AI video of Raul Menendez and sent it to David Mason. What is Activision doing? They're making an AI version of Raul Menendez and putting it in the campaign. It's literally exactly the same thing.
It cannot stand on its own because it's built off of Black Ops 2. I like how they try to pretend like they give a fuck about Call of Duty's legacy. The legacy of this series has been pissed shit on and dug out of the grave. There's no legacy left to honor. Fucking Teletubbies and Hank Hill and American Dad, and there's no honor or respect left. How can a game stand on its own if it has to reconnect to a 13-year-old entry in the series? This is the biggest problem I have. It's like, you should have just done this for Black Ops 3. I don't know why you didn't. This is what I talk about when I say...
That's literally what I said. This should have been... Actually, he's right. It should have been the Black Ops 3 campaign. Yes. Or you could have done it with 4 where they didn't have a campaign. I guess that's why I said that one to begin with.
Bankruptcy. Like, this is how far back they have to go for any sort of like inspiration or ideas. They just have to recycle the plot of Black Ops 2. And probably, as we saw with Modern Warfare 2 and 3, end up making just a much worse version of it. I think that's where we're headed.
What say we wrap this shit up real quick today, okay? I need to hit the beach and work on my tan.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. That was a good line. Harper might be the...
See, this is why I do have... He's right. Like, Ackman is actually right here. I do have some hope for this game, campaign-wise. I do have some hope. I have hope for this game campaign-wise, endgame-wise, zombies-wise, maybe. I'm a little worried about the one map thing at launch. And multiplayer, I'm gaining hope for it. 16 maps helps. Bad creative class system from what I understand so far. I don't like. And maybe if they address disbanding lobbies. If they do all of that, then multiplayer is now on the good side as well. So I'm interested. They've got me interested at least.
The only thing I like about this game, because he sounds like he's too old for this shit and wants to retire on a beach somewhere. But, so I played Black Ops 2, and in the best ending, Harper fucking dies. So what this director's doing is canonizing the ending of Black Ops 2. But it does so in such a weird way where they don't even describe it. To the point where it's like what's canon and what's not? Why wouldn't...
See, this is exactly what I was saying. Is the way that the game is known. I feel like me and Icebergs and 7 other people in the world are the only ones that actually understand the Black Ops storyline at this point. And I've made multiple videos on it with 500,000 views to over 1 million views each on the storyline. Yet it's so confusing, and like there's so many different possibilities that the average person just doesn't understand what's going on. They see Raul Menendez and they're like, well, I guess Raul Menendez was alive at the end of the story. It's like, okay, why are we making it so confusing? And then they're like, well, Alex Mason died. That was the canon ending. But they're like, but the truth lies. Like, do you see what I'm saying?
The best ending to Black Ops 2 be the canon one. It leaves all the right doors open for a sequel. Alex Mason is still alive, so is Frank Woods and Menendez and Karma. I thought the true ending would be Fareed kills Harper, but Karma survives to thwart Menendez so he doesn't escape prison. David spares Raul, and it turns out Woods is a lousy shot. But if Menendez escaped prison, then that means Karma died.
See, even through this entire video, Actman is saying Raul Menendez survived. No, he's not actually alive. Like, see what I'm saying?
Then why is she a skin in the fucking Vault Edition that brain hurt, make it stop, make the pain end. You know what? Nah, you're just crazy. Actually, you didn't play Black Ops 2. That game it was just all in your head. You're just crazy, bro. Embrace the madness. No, I don't think I will. I guess what bugs me the most about this,
I believe in the trailer it also says, but I killed him, or something along those lines that David Mason says. Like, I killed him. How is he in my head? Something like that. I swear to God that was in the trailer. But that's what happens. He kills him and somehow he's back.
We didn't really need answers on what the canon ending of Black Ops 2 was, right? Why did we need that? Because all it seems to have done now is just retroactively make all of our choices feel pointless. I mean, this isn't like Mass Effect 2 where your choices and your progress carries over to the next game and affects it. It's like the gap has been so wide. This is what I mean. Creative bankruptcy. We don't know what the fuck else to do. Go to the future at Black Ops 2. I don't know. I don't know, man. I just work here.
It's such a good.
Also, the other big problem is they retconned part of the canon. If you go back years ago, Treyarch put out a documentary where they said Raul Menendez isn't that dead, right? Like or Alex Mason is dead, and they've basically gone back on what they've said multiple times.
Period of time, because how have these characters changed over the last 10 years?
They haven't. They were all dead or locked away, and you just dug up the corpses. they straight up said, actually, nobody died. Everyone is fine.
So I wonder what Ackman's gonna say when he realizes that. I wonder if he's gonna like it or hate it when he finds out that Raul Menendez is dead and that's an AI version of him. Like, I wonder what he's actually gonna think at that point.
Except for that one guy who voice acted a character, and we didn't really like him, so we kind of let him go, you know? We just don't want to fuck with Frank Woods no more. This is like the 8th or 9th time where a character has been visibly killed on screen and then just years later in the timeline just miraculously appears again. How many times can they keep doing the same?
It will be a ton
trick?
worse, do you think?
I'm honestly so perplexed, right? Imagine if at the start of Halo 4, Master Chief just reappeared on the Pillar of Autumn and with no explanation, and Captain Keyes is like, oh, you were having a crazy dream too? Here's Cortana. Maybe, you know, some people are probably going to be saying, oh, Act-Man, you're getting all autistic about this. Campaign's really not a big deal. I'm sorry, but my suspension of disbelief has been shattered about 15 times already, and we're not even 2 minutes into this.
At the end of Black Ops 2, Raul Menendez was seemingly killed.
See?
Do I have to watch this? What do you mean seemingly? Did we shoot him or not? There was really only 2 choices. What do you mean seemingly killed? Are they doing the my brain wasn't in my skull shit again? What are
Raul Menendez was seemingly killed. Seemingly killed. Seemingly killed. Seemingly killed. Seemingly killed. Seemingly killed. Seemingly
good at it though.
Seemingly killed.
I can't. Somehow Menendez returned. Are you for real right now?
Now in 2035, he's back with a mysterious video threatening to burn the world down in 3 days.
Okay, yeah, so it just sounds like the plot of Black Ops 2 all over again. Fantastic.
In response to this imminent threat, the Guild, a global tech conglomerate, has stepped in to offer protection.
So in other words, the Guild, using fear, probably created the AI version of Raul Menendez and put out that video to sell their robots, just like what happened in Advanced Warfare. Atlas Corporation, exactly.
Where governments
and, by the way, that's going to be what my video is on, I think today, maybe tomorrow.
Nations have failed.
Might as well rip the plot of Advanced Warfare while we're at it.
He actually said it.
What else do we got? Come on, fuck it. Is there anything from I don't know, the Big Red One? Can we salvage anything from that game?
As they uncover a weapon engineered to turn fear into
There's
an
Black
instrument
Ops
of war.
6.
Every fucking Call of Duty for the last like 8 years, the plot has been stop the gas or stop the missiles, and we get nothing else. We get gas or missiles. It's your 2 choices.
Where are the missiles?
Tony's got their own missiles. No missiles inside. Almost missiles. 2 missiles.
Had 1 missile gone.
2 missiles.
Am I high? Was I exposed to this drug? I could have sworn in last year's Call of Duty, they did this exact same thing. How is this game somehow rehashing last year's Call of Duty? I mean, you want to talk about creative bankruptcy? Wow. What is up with Call of Duty's obsession with the sort of like psychological what you're seeing isn't real type of stuff?
Oh yeah, the other video that I wanted to do was talk about potential crossovers that could be in this game, because it is actually pretty interesting, because technically you could have characters like Captain Price and stuff like this in this game, as they're really only like 10 years apart.
Storytelling. You guys remember in the first Black Ops, it wasn't about like what you're seeing isn't real. It was your character has been brainwashed and he's hallucinating. But the hallucinations were never meant to pull you out of the story and be like, oh, that's not real. It was supposed to build up to the big twist at the end.
That's very true. This is a really good point.
Breadcrumbs of like something isn't quite right.
It's not that you were not in a real world.
Psychological aspect was direct. It wasn't like you're seeing shit that ain't there. It was like
dealing with
guy,
past trauma.
He's manipulating you. He's trying to make David Mason a hate-filled, revenge-seeking asshole, just like he is. And then Black Ops 3 is like, you're in a frozen forest in fucking techno wonderland. And I don't know. I don't know what they're doing anymore.
At the heart of it all is David Mason, returning from Black Ops 2 and now portrayed by Milo Ventimiglia.
See, I feel nothing at this knowledge. I feel nothing. Like, character whose arc was more or less completed is back, played by a completely different person.
He is a good actor.
Likely not even going to feel like the same character.
He is
also,
a good actor.
It's been so long since we played as him. It's just creative bankruptcy.
David is a true leader, but he's riddled with doubts. He's always worried, did he do the right thing?
The right thing for what? For what are you talking about?
Because he killed David Mason.
Did he do the right thing?
Because he killed Raul Menendez.
In regards to... You see what I mean? Like, I don't even know what I'm watching.
So this is the problem with Call of Duty marketing. And this is the problem with the way that they've done the story for Black Ops 6 and everything is the way that they've done it is ambiguous. Everything is ambiguous. Oh, we killed Alex Mason. But did we? The truth lies. When you're completely ambiguous, you then know nothing. And it just doesn't work. They should be explaining, or at least showing a trailer as to why he's questioning or what parts of his past he's actually questioning, not make us figure it out. There's a certain area where figuring it out is a good thing, and there's a certain area where figuring it out is a bad thing.
It's so hard to make sense of this.
He's right.
I feel like I'm a fucking idiot right now.
50-50 is one of our new characters.
50-50?
Oh, he's gonna go to town on this.
We're gonna add Ocho Cinco into this game too?
Pretty much, it's
She's
female
pretty
Ocho
amazing.
Cinco.
She's Samoan.
Just a friendly tip for any aspiring writers out there. If you're presenting a new character to an audience as part of an established franchise, you probably don't want to pick their race or where they're from as the first thing you say about them. It starts to give COD Vanguard vibes, you know what I mean? Like, imagine if I started a story and I was like, yeah, so this one time I met a guy and he was black, right? They're like, why did you feel the need to mention that at the start of the story?
This is
Where
very
is this
true.
going? It indicates to me that if you immediately start talking about someone's like nationality, maybe the other parts of her character are not strong enough to hold up on their own.
She is willing to get some of her limbs replaced with bionic limb replacements.
Another thing is maybe let the character speak for themselves.
He's completely
instead
right.
of just describing their backstory, because that's really, really boring. Think of how awkward.
By the way, I bet you they came up with the name 50-50 because she's half robot, half human. I bet you that's where the name comes from.
It would have been if Bungie was like, and let's look at Noble Team. Kat, you know, she's got a bionic arm because of some degenerative disease. I don't give a fuck. I don't know this person at all. If it's important, reveal it in the story, you know, leave something for me to uncover rather than directing me towards what I should be caring about or thinking about. She sure does sound like a strong female protagonist.
Oh, God.
Alongside these new and returning faces, we're introducing Emma Kagan, portrayed by Kiernan Shipka.
I love how they have a character who's like a CEO of a tech company and she looks like a fucking vampire. Very accurate portrayal.
I was gonna say it's accurate. Have you seen
Integral to our story
Facebook
is
guy.
the enduring shadow of Raul
Zuckerberg.
Menendez.
Guess you could say Call of Duty is haunted by the ghosts of its past. You know, the subscribe button is right down there.
He's pretty proud of that line. He's
Now,
pretty proud
as the
of that
world
line.
spirals towards chaos once again, the question isn't just whether Menendez is back. It's whether David is ready to face what that truly means.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
What? The question isn't whether he's back or not. What? He's right there. What do you mean? Is he back?
See, this he just doesn't get it. He hasn't put it together yet.
Back or not? Look at him.
But tell me that the guild is an analogy for Amazon. It's an analogy for something. I think it's almost an analogy for Activision, if we're being honest.
He's right fucking there. Did we shoot him or not? It sounds like before we shot him, but he lived, but he didn't go to prison. Because did we shoot him after he escaped prison? I think the question is, why did the writers bring him back? Don't try to make sense of this in universe. You'll drive yourself crazy. Think about why the writers brought him back.
See, this is the thing, is people like Ackman are gonna have a field day when it's like, oh, but he was AI created to mess with David Mason.
2 already ended on a perfect note. As far as I'm concerned, there was more you could have done with it, but you missed your opportunity with Black Ops 3. David already confronted his past when he faced down Menendez, and you as the player got to decide, does Mason go down the path of revenge and follow in the footsteps of Raul? Or does he embrace mercy and defy Menendez?
See, a much better way of doing this would have been to explain. So you were just saying the Actman is wanting everything to be laid out for him. The better way to do this is essentially to explain that the world is in chaos from the events that happened in Black Ops 2. So basically you kill Menendez. This should be the opening cutscene for Black Ops 7, by the way. It's probably not, but it should be. It should start in the year 2025. Menendez is killed and the world is plunged into darkness, just like at the end of the game. And then it goes year by year, what has happened, what has fallen apart, what is going on. And then it'll pick up in like 2034 with the guild being like, don't worry, this is the new dawn, we will protect you. But then this video, maybe it runs into some red tape and then this video gets sent out because we know they're trying to become this giant tech conglomerate. That needs to be the actual trailer that was put out. That needs to be the actual trailer. But lo and behold, they make it too ambiguous, and then this is what happens.
Despite the fact that he has every right to take his fucking life for getting his dad killed. Not only are these not going to be the same characters, but they already had completed arcs. Just bringing them back and saying, fight again? This isn't Mario versus Bowser, right? I don't know, man.
Things are gonna progressively get really, really crazy the more you play.
Why? Is there a reason? Is there a reason we fought zombies in the last game? I barely even remembered that.
We can.
Did he like that or not like that? I can't remember.
We can go to Los Angeles, all within the span of seconds, because there's no limitations on what this mindscape can bring.
That sounds really fucking awful. There's no limitations in what we can do with the story, therefore it doesn't feel bound by any sort of rules,
that is the problem.
Logic, or any type of groundedness in some kind of reality.
See, this is where they have to be really careful, because every time they go back into this mindscape, as they call it, there needs to be a point to it. There needs to be, okay, we went back to Alaska, to David Mason's childhood home, to figure out something from David's past. Like, there needs to be an actual point to it. And if there's no point to it, like the flashbacks in Vanguard, we have a crappy campaign on our hands.
We can do whatever we want. You know, in creative writing classes in college, they wanted you to write a story without like magic bullshit, because it's such a cheap, lazy cop-out to just be like, oh, how did they get from Nicaragua to Los Angeles in 2 seconds? Oh, magic. It was just, no, it's just in their head. This type of stuff has to serve a point, and the way that they're presenting it is like they don't know what the point is. They don't know what to do with this series or franchise. It's creatively bankrupt. Okay, I like the idea of a home base. It worked in Cold War. It worked last year. Wow, wait, that's actually like something about this? Who would have thought?
Is there
Built
a home
for
base?
solo or co-op play, this campaign pulls you into a threat that demands your attention, twists your expectations,
I wonder what he's
and
going to say
reminds
about
you
Endgame.
exactly why Black Ops stories are so unique.
You smell that? That's irony cooking. That's burnt irony. This looks like and sounds like the least unique Black Ops story. I still don't even know what the fuck it is. Is it a sequel to Black Ops 2? A remake? Did we shoot Menendez? Did he die? Did he not die?
And this is what I'm saying. It's unclear. They needed to have put out a trailer explaining what has gone on in the world.
10 months to stop him, almost at a year, damn.
You're almost at a year? I appreciate you, Pharaoh. I appreciate the bits, man.
They didn't even try to clarify what the canon ending was. And if you're gonna make a follow-up to a game that has multiple alternate endings, you have to address that.
He's right.
Like, just tell us what the canon ending was, what decisions they made that you settled on that provided the most interesting opportunity for a new story to be told. That's all you had to fucking do. And this is ass. This is real.
Like, this is the problem, is I shouldn't have to make a video for you to understand it. And I get that you guys like when I make those videos to help you guys understand it, but I shouldn't have to. It should add something to the game. My video shouldn't make the story. My video should add to it. Does that make sense?
Do I even need to talk about the multiplayer? Listen to how they talk about it.
He didn't talk about Endgame.
It's always about
which I was
finding
hoping
the
he
right
was going to.
balance of something brand new, as well as delving into some of our past experiences.
Yeah, that's part of the problem. The series has run its course, and there's nothing left to.
And this is why they need a reboot. Icebergs is right.
Do but remake the Modern Warfare series and remake the Black Ops series.
The overclock system puts even more agency and power into the hands of our players, allowing more customization of your gameplay experience than ever before.
I don't know what any of that means. What does that mean?
Expanding Omni movement to include new ways to outmaneuver.
New ways to outmaneuver. No, bro.
I don't know why this is a bad thing.
We're back to the bottomless pit in the middle of the map. The reason why this is
I don't
so
think this
funny,
is a bad thing.
I'm just gonna play you a clip from one of my favorite and a very underrated review.
So you're going down this lane, and oh gee, it's a big flat wall. I wonder if I can run on that. No, hey look, it's another big flat wall in a bottomless pit. I wonder if the game wants me to wall run here. Please tell me, what meaningful interaction does this create? How is this interesting? How does it add any?
It creates a gap. Like this one doesn't because it curves, but it creates a gap in which you can either try to push forward and jump off the wall and be out in the open, or you can sit behind cover, wait for someone to come out and have a longer line of sight. There is actually a reason for it.
But more importantly, why does this make the mechanics worth adding to your game and your franchise to begin with? This wall run over the bottomless pit, what does it meaningfully add that a regular path doesn't, other than this appearance of danger, or the ability to run on one of these super obvious designated wall running walls, oftentimes literally marked with directional arrows?
That's
like
actually
we're fucking
funny.
Stupid.
Shout out Fabian. This might be the best proof I can show you to illustrate how stagnant this franchise is. I mean, it's like they can't even fake it, man.
We've also taken a close look at feedback and have made tuning adjustments across the board for a more controlled experience.
What am I listening to? This is just a bunch of nonsense jargon words. We're listening to feedback and prioritizing, balancing our enhanced movement capabilities to provide unique and dynamic video game.
Yeah, they shouldn't be reading off a script, for sure.
Interactions in our futuristic science fiction first-person shooter to optimize everyone's play. Like, what the fuck? It's just gobbledygook. This is just horseradish. I mean, I got a bunch of other notes I could talk about, but honestly, I'm just kind of done. Like, the last thing I want to mention is the skins. Now, we are so creatively bankrupt with this series, we have to sell skins for a character that died like 7 games ago. I think that's another point. Reznov hasn't even been relevant to the story in 13 years. And
but
in
he's
Black
a good
Ops
character.
2, he was briefly mentioned once as kind of like a little bit of fan service. We're being sold cosmetics for characters written by people who aren't even at the company anymore. All this series is capable of doing is rehashing its best ideas that other people created and made and put love into. But like clones, the longer you stretch this DNA, the worse it ends up becoming. Modern Warfare 3, for example. Eventually you need a new batch of DNA to produce a new army.
And that is the problem, is they haven't put out a new IP in so long.
Yeah, I'm about as excited for Black Ops 7 as I would be a colonoscopy. Clearly, I'm not the only one. The decision to do back-to-back Black Ops games, to also pull all of this source material from the best story the franchise has ever offered.
Second best,
These
but
are
yeah.
just terrible decisions. Remember how they treated Modern Warfare 3, okay? Like, I can't think of anything that was shown in both of these 2 videos that I was like, wow, that's unique or different, or that's kind of cool. And maybe that's an indication that my time has come. I may have simply just played these games too much, and I gotta move on to something else, man. Can you believe I interrupted working on Red Dead 2 videos to make this one?
What the hell is wrong with you?
I might be creatively bankrupt too. But where's the entertainment in not stopping to make fun of Call of Duty every now and then? I think the creative bankruptcy of Call of Duty is symptomatic of a greater issue plaguing the entertainment industry. Everything is either a sequel or part of a bigger franchise. Run out of ideas? Just dip into the well. How about you just create a multiverse where you completely ignore any established canon and just make up whatever bullshit you want? I don't know. Black Ops 7 looks...
So a lot of people talk about the Fortnite-ification of Call of Duty. What about the Marvel-ification? I made that word up, of Call of Duty. With the like, even the intro when you open up Call of Duty is like the Call of Duty cinematic universe thing. That's what Marvel did to Call of Duty, right? They made this MCU where everything has to be canon and everything has to fit together.
Utterly terrible. It looks horrible. I give these presentations a 1 out of 10. Like I got virtually nothing good to say about it.
I don't agree with that.
Nothing excites me or anything. But what do you honestly think of Black Ops 7? Was I too harsh on it? If you had to pick one
Vanguard
game,
was the last new
play
IP.
This or Battlefield 6? Let me know your
honest. Dude, what's with me and reading comments lately? I feel like in every video we're checking out the comments at this point. Maybe I don't want to make a Black Ops 7 review. Somehow Menendez returned. That's probably like the most common thing we see. At this point, the canon ending of Black Ops 2 is the post-credit scene where Woods and Menendez have a concert to the bench sevenfold. Black Ops 7 is going down as the best trailer for Battlefield 6. Is honestly the funniest thing in gaming. I think the funniest thing in gaming is how much Call of Duty players hate Beavis and Butthead. Someone commented that on my video, and I agree, it's hilarious. Welcome back to Battlefield 1 versus Infinite Warfare. The dead horse is beating an even more dead horse at this point. I think that's what it's going to come down to, is we just, like, we're going to get a new Call of Duty game every year. That's a given. Next year is going to be Modern Warfare 4. I think that'll be a little bit refreshing, just going back to like boots on the ground, rooted gameplay. And then after that, we need a new IP, which is rumored. That is what they're going to be doing, is a new IP in, what year is that? 2027. It just, as a matter of fact, is like, what will they be doing with that, and will it be any good? We'll have to wait and see.